Ohio gozaimasu. I'm playing some Team Fortress 2. It's been nearly 2 years since I've played this game. Not, personally, but on the channel. And I thought, let's do it again. Let's bring this back a little bit. Every single day it makes me sad that my passion just sort of died. It's currently 5 a.m. so we'll see if I can get into a game. Again, I think I'll just be playing some sniper. Just have a good time as sniper, The usual experience. Kind of go back to the way it used to be, but there's actually, I have a little bit to talk about with TF2, because there was a lot of times that I hinted at big projects and talked about things being in the works and all kinds of stuff. If you were around and paid attention a little bit, I kind of talked about that type of stuff a lot. I was just so inspired. I wanted to do so much cool stuff. And I didn't really do that to the degree that I quote-unquote promised. I had a lot of stuff in the works. I had quite a few things I wanted to do. Things that were so beyond the scope of what I was capable of that I sort of just dropped them. There's so much to talk about here, but I don't know, I guess I forgot the mods that I have. It's been a little while. But I had a lot of things in the works that never saw the light of day because I, as a creative, just didn't have the skills to bring forth what I had in my mind. I guess I'll stop playing coy and just tell you about it. I had two projects. One that actually kind of had some work done, and then one that really only had the footage phase sort of completed. And one of them was a video about how Pyro is just a very fun class to play, and I like Pyro a lot. It was very akin to how it feels. I was kind of going for. I was really going for a how it feels to play Pyro, just how it feels to play type vibe. And I don't know. It just didn't work. Every time I try to write a script, every time I try to talk over a script and present something with a script, I sound not like myself and not like a human being. And that bothers me a lot, and it's something I need to work on, because I do have something right now in the works that I think will at one point see the light of day. Because it's a lot lower stakes, it's a lot more, it's a lot more simple to put together, I think, in theory, so far. It is something scripted. I think just talking about it's kind of dooming it to never happen, but whatever. It's about movies, that's all I'm gonna say. It's a video about movies. You'll know when you see it. Back to the TF2 stuff. The Pyro video never really got off the ground. I had some editing done for it, and I really wanted to, make it as cool and as good as I can. But I just didn't have many ideas, and a lot of my skills were still very, very not there yet. I remember too. It was called Pyro is Fun. That was what the video was going to be called. It was called Pyro is Fun. It was something. I had like an intro all put together, and it was kind of hype. But even if I wanted to go back to it, I'd have to completely remake everything, because that's long gone. The other thing that you might be able to see the tangible results of if you looked at my hours screen was that I played Spy for an entire month. I basically did nothing for an entire month except for play Spy TF2. And very clearly inspired by El Maxo's 100 Days of Spy. I really am very inspired by El Maxo. And really, if you want an autopsy of where my TF2 passion went, it's right out with El Maxo. I feel so bad right now. I feel like such a piece of shit. As soon as El Maxo announced that he was just no longer going to be making stuff, it kind of killed all of the inspiration that I had, because he was such a... he's just such a huge inspiration to what I wanted to do. He basically had like the blueprint of what I wanted to put together, because to me, El Maxo has like the best TF2 videos. I think videos like the type that I'm making are really kind of a dying breed. And I think TF2 YouTube in general is kind of dying off a little bit because this game is 18 years old. What is there to talk about at this point? What is there to do? And that's a very sad thing to come to the realization of, but to me, El Maxo was still keeping things fresh and you know, interesting, even if they were just YouTube challenges. Nice. His videos were so high quality, so well put together, so like well scripted. All of the assets are so nice. I'm so envious of his production quality on those videos. They inspire me a whole lot, and I want to do something like it again at some point. It's like actually follow that through to the beginning, but I never realized how difficult that is to put together, even on a smaller scale. Because I didn't do 100 days of Spy. I did a month. You know, I was just playing a lot of Spy. I got a lot better at Spy. In fact, you know what? We'll just play some Spy. I got a lot better at Spy, and I'm so unbelievably glad that I did do the month of nothing but Spy, even if it didn't turn out to be anything. I am so glad that I did it, because I'm not great, especially after you know, a year of not playing, but I'm so much better at Spy than I used to be. I can actually be successful with him. Oh yeah, boom, ultimate value. With the Spy video in particular, I had a pretty big script gone through. I had a lot of the video done, and it just didn't really. It's so hard to like organize footage for me. I'm so bad at organizing footage. I'm really bad at, you know, knowing what to, like, where to put stuff and what to do, really. I'm so bad at that stuff, and I need to actually follow through a project like that, even if it's bad, just so I have the knowledge, just so I have the know-how to put something like that together. And maybe I will at some point, because, you know, TF2 is a very easy game to do a challenge like this and make a decent video out of it, because TF2 is just one of those games that I can really do anything in. I can customize it to my heart's content. I can, you know, do whatever the hell I want. And it's just fun. Fuck! No! God damn it! I'm butter knifing him. And it wasn't in particular like a challenge like 100 days or 1 month of Spy. The video, I already had the title in mind. It was just getting better at Spy. I wanted to get better at Spy, and I did. And I recorded the whole process. I had every match. I had everything. And I just didn't. It was just so much to try and put together that I just kind of lost track of all of it. And it's annoying. I had so many segments done. Like, I had the stock, I had the big earner, I had the kunai, I think. Just so many cool segments with fun montages that will never see the light of day, because they're long gone now. But again, I'd really like to give something like that a try again. I want to not completely copy El Maxo, because I'd love to take inspiration from him, but not do exactly what he did. But at the same time, he's not even doing it anymore, so does it really matter that much? There was a big fallout of passion with this game, but I wouldn't even call it that, because I still love this game, and I have even since I stopped playing. It was just I got so, I guess, burnt out I got burnt out in a very convenient way, I guess, or like very conveniently timed. As soon as El Maxo stopped, I stopped caring, but also at the exact same time, I was in the middle of, you know, recording just a straight month of playing Spy, literally doing nothing but playing Spy. And that can get a little annoying every once in a while. I can get kind of grating, even if I got pretty decent. The thing about TF2 is that it is actually a really hard game. It's fucking difficult. You wouldn't think it because, you know, the community is so old at this point that everyone's good at it, so everyone just makes it look really easy. But this game can be extremely difficult, especially if you, one, haven't played it before, and two, are very rusty. Because most people who play this game play it every single day, for multiple hours a day. So it's kind of tough. It can be kind of tough. So, you know, if you've ever wondered to yourself, why does that Schnorpel guy never make TF2 videos anymore? That's kind of the reason. And it's also just not fun to be put in a box. Like as a TF2 guy. One person in my entire time playing this game knew who I was, so no one really put me in that box but myself. But it's not fun to be known as, like, exclusively a TF2 guy, or exclusively anything. I just want to be able to make what I want to make and then do what I want to do. But it always annoyed me that the only thing that ever got any views was TF2. But it's okay. Oh my god! Stop with this tomfoolery! No! Oops. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of shit we look for these days. Whew. Clean flick of the wrist. You wouldn't even know. Oh, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know I was there. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You don't even know where I am. You don't know where I am. You don't know who I am. I could be anyone. I still like the game. I still have fun with the game. It's not as much as I used to. I wish I could get back into it, and maybe I will. There might be a whole TF2 renaissance after this. You know, I don't know. This might reignite the spark that I was missing. That is a spy and a half. Hey. Jesus Christ. No! That was brutal. Oh yeah. Okay, so the last TF2 gameplay video that I made was called You Got Probed. And in that video, that was the first time using the mouse that I'm still using 2 years later. The Logitech G502 Hero. And it's pretty good. But yeah, you know, we're just kind of chilling. We're just kind of chilling, and we're playing some freaking Spy, some frackin' Spy. Yeah, that's what we like. All right, I'll take that. Don't look at that. Don't look at what I just did. Play some Engineer, my worst class. That might actually be a good video of getting better at Engineer. Because at first, like, the whole Spy video is because I was quite literally the worst at Spy. That was the one class that I genuinely just could not play. And now it's Engineer. I cannot fucking play Engineer to save my sad little pathetic life. It is actually so... I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do the multitasking. I'm so not good at it, and I don't like doing it. I hate playing Engineer so much, and I don't understand the enjoyment of the play style, really. You know, if you enjoy Engineer, go for it. I just do not understand it, and I wish I did. I wish I felt the serenity and the peace while playing Engineer, but I'm so dang stressed all the time playing this fucking class. Just the amount of help that I need to provide to my team is extremely stressful. There's just so many expectations forced upon me. Oh yeah, get it. 2 spies! There's 2 spies in the base! Fuck. God damn it! Maybe the panic attack isn't really my best option here. I think the Thompson might be a little more my speed, because you know, it's just the stress of being an engineer is so high. It's so tough being an engineer because of shit like that, you know. So I'm thinking maybe grab the Thompson, make this a little bit easier on myself, you know. See if I can get a kill with this. Yeah, I'm just gonna go full battle engineer. I'm not even gonna care about providing value to my team. What does that mean? God damn it. What a game. What a game. You know, now that I'm actually getting back into it and playing it, I've got a couple rounds in me. I'm kind of feeling the spark again. I'm feeling my TF2 love. It's so easy. So easy to comprehend. You know, it's kind of what I love about this game, is that it's, in my opinion, the most intelligently designed game of all time. But you know, this is a TF2 video, so I'm going to keep the circle jerking to a minimum, but I genuinely think this game is so well designed, because the reason why I'm talking about that, even to begin with, is because I tried recording a Marvel Rivals video, and I couldn't focus enough to actually say anything. Especially in something like here, if like someone wanted to join me in this hallway, they wouldn't be able to see anything. And that's annoying. That's bad. Because you can't play with a devil dinosaur. You can't accompany him as a teammate. He's, holy shit. Yo, this game is fucking ass. So that'll never happen. But basically, I guess I'll just complain about it a little bit here. The game is unreadable. It's impossible to play these days because of the readability of the game. It's unbelievable. It's so bad. Like, for example, Devil Dinosaur, and Jubilee especially are very, very unhealthy, I think, for the game. Not in terms of them being there. I think they're both very cool characters that are super neat. However, their actual implementation into the game is bad. Very bad. Because unlike this game, and they're very different games with different skill sets, this is a lot more grounded and a little more, you know, set in the past. And Marvel Rivals has magic and fucking nanotech and all types of shit, explosions everywhere. So just saying TF2 good, Marvel Rivals bad is not exactly a fair comparison, because they're doing completely different things with different characters. But I think TF2 still does something much better, and it's that it actually cares about the visibility of the like characters and all the things that they do. Again, there's a lot less to focus on, but you could also design abilities and VFX that don't rape your eyeballs. And I don't say that lightly, but it genuinely is just eyeball rape. What Marvel Rivals has become lately. I was just playing a game, minding my own business, and one of my teammates was Devil Dinosaur, and I had a Jubilee, and it was mainly the Devil Dinosaur though. He is bad. He's just straight up bad for the game, I think, because Jubilee's got her really annoying, very visually cluttered ball things that just kind of roam around the fucking shit. But you can sort of see them, I guess. You know, like, you can sort of kind of see around them and see through them. But Devil Dinosaur is just unbelievable. Because especially with his Jeff, little cuddly Jeff skin, it's so unreadable. He gets so fat in that skin that he takes up even more space than he did. He's so big and so fat that he takes up so much goddamn space. And then, oh my god, it gets worse with the shield. When he presses his E and it's a little shield, it is fucking huge. It is so big. You'd think it would be easy because it's clear, but if you are anywhere but a giant open space, you can't see anything because there's stars in your way. There's the yellow overlay of when you're inside of it. It's very distracting, and it's just hard to even see. It does please me to see that my bee-hopping skills have not... They haven't aged a day. I'm still the same nasty-ass bee-hopper that I've always been. Hold on. Watch this crazy bee-hop. Fuck. Fucked it up. Crazy bee-hop. It's beautiful. Can you tell I love the classic? They got the classic maim stick, and then I've also got the classic machine gun. I think the classic is a very cool gun. Sniper's best looking gun. Come here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just had to give me some time. Oh, just had to give me some time. Oh, just had to give me some time. I'm going nuts. I'm going fucking ballistic right now. I'm also thinking about this right now. Another reason why I kind of have some slight contempt and stopped engaging with the TF2 community is that it can be kind of annoying sometimes. There's quite literally like political factions within TF2. Like there's TF2 conservatives and then there's TF2 progressives. And it's really funny and pointless to me. Is, you know, it really noticed. I've noticed it a lot with people like Zesty Jesus. He's very much a TF2 conservative. Don't have fun and do things different with TF. What the fuck? That's not okay. Don't try and do something different with TF2. You know this. They designed it one way so you can only enjoy it that way. You know, don't put stuff that I don't like into the game. If you put a trans flag on a door, then god damn it, they're a bunch of TF2 terrorists. It's very sad, really. Because I understand being passionate about the game and not wanting things to, you know, quote-unquote fall apart, but when you really step back and, like, touch some grass, it is some pathetic shit to be worried about. And I'm guilty of it, too. Because I used to watch Zesty Jesus. Like my... What the fuck? Like my War Paints video, I haven't seen it since I released it, but... Like... Who cares? Who fucking cares? You don't have to use these war paints. Yeah, they're ugly. There's some fucking bad ones out here. Like this one sucks. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It really does not matter. If it affects you so badly, just get a mod that gets rid of war paints. There's so many ways to get around what people don't like, you know, or get a mod that turns a bad paint into a good paint. I don't fucking know. What I find especially pathetic is when that map fucking had like the trans flag as like a door. Whoop, hold on. Let me just butt in here real super quick. What I was thinking of in my head is this Game Banana mod, the trans flag on the tran-ass right door. For some reason, this is just what I was thinking of that they added to the game. Clearly, that's not the case. I talk about this specific door from this mod. I for some reason, I thought that this just was the door. It's even less consequential than you could ever fucking imagine. If anything, this just makes it even more sad and even less of an issue. Just wanted to correct that real quick because I did a little bit of misremembering. God damn, that really rubbed people the wrong way. Holy shit. And I can kind of see where they're coming from, you know. Obviously, that doesn't belong in TF2 by any means. But it also, like, doesn't hurt you at all or affect you in any way. So, like, get the fuck over it, because it doesn't matter. You know, I do think it could have been a little more subtle. Like, I think there could have been, like, a little, like, maybe a sticker on the wall or, like, a sticker on the door. I don't think the full door should have been, like, a full flag, because where I do get the argument is that it's extremely, distracting and doesn't fit the game's art style or colors or anything like that. And I can get that. It's pretty gaudy and doesn't fit at all, doesn't fit the lore, but just don't look at it. It's not a prominent part of the map. It's a door. So, I mean, I don't know, it's just not as big of a deal. A lot of the TF2 shit is just not as big of a deal as people make it out to be. It's a whole thing. Because I get how people feel, but it doesn't make them right. Because I felt the same way, and you can move on. You can play other games too. That's always cool. You can play other video games. And there is nothing like TF2, but you can also play games. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I'm not playing Sniper. Holy shit. And the reason I say play other games is because I think TF2 is like, it's a huge echo chamber. It's a massive echo chamber of circle jerking. And that's fun sometimes, you know. I'm not going to pretend like I don't enjoy a good TF2 circle jerk, because I certainly do. But it gets kind of, I think, not healthy to a point. Almost TF2 supremacy, I guess, of like, no other game is as good as this, and I shouldn't play any other game because they're all stupid compared to TF2, and that's just not true. I'm not really sure how the community is these days. I haven't paid attention. Like I said, after El Maxo left, it just kind of, I don't know. I feel like the heart of TF2 YouTube kind of left. Like I know people still upload, you know, like Uncle Dane still does the same stuff he's always been doing, and that's cool, but it's just, fuck, why did I do that? Why did I actually just do that? I maybe could have gotten away with that if I didn't fucking pepper his back, dude. Oh my god. But it just feels like TF2 YouTube is in big time stagnation, which, you know, for obvious reasons. But, you know, it's just a whole thing. It's a whole thing, a complex system of networks and tunnels. I guess I'll just keep talking about TF2 politics. Like, a big problem that I've heard a lot of people talk about in the past, it's the amount of maps that we have and how not fantastic most of them are. And to that, I just have to say, again, just why does it matter? You don't have to play those maps. You can literally choose what maps you want to play at all times. You can choose the only maps that you play. But I know that, like, the main thing is you know, very, it's a deflection. It's like a shield, basically. There's so many maps, but how is the, what the fuck? There's so many maps. However could a new player even know what to play on? And like, it sounds like a fair complaint until you like actually think about it for a few seconds. Because I think that's kind of the issue with a lot of these people. Certainly was for me, that I just, like, you just kind of listen to what people say, and then you kind of start thinking it passionately. And then you realize later on that you were totally wrong and that you didn't even think that to begin with. I can't be the only one. But, you know, it's just a fucking, I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just yapping and sucking dick. The amount of maps in the game is extreme, and the amount of good maps is not extreme. But at the same time, it doesn't really affect anyone that much. Like, if you're a new player, then you have a ton of maps to play on. But it's like also helped by the fact that you are most likely to get put on maps with people on them, and most people play the good maps. So even if you're a fresh install with every single map selected, chances are you're going to be put in one of the good maps. And then as you play and learn the game, you can just turn off the maps you don't want to play. Or if you already know that some of the maps suck dick, just look up what maps are good and what aren't. You know? And you can say that you shouldn't have to do that. But also, at the end of the day, it's not even that, like, big of a inconvenience. It's no less confusing than the server browser. It's just kind of a non-argument, because just like with basically everything else in this game, you can just choose not to engage with it if you really don't want to. But because they want to complain about something that they don't like, they gotta come up with a you know, an invisible class to try and protect. Oh, the new players, the new players. There's not that many new players. It's not like a breeding ground of 50,000 new players a day. There's new players every day, I'm sure, but it's not like this giant demographic of people that's being lost because there's too many maps. Like, yeah, there's a ton here, so many maps. But again, like these little things here are how many people are playing it. Almost all of these maps, even the bad ones, are still fucking playable. So it's not like you're even being put into dog shit that you can't enjoy. There's some bad maps out there. Just turn off alternative game modes and you're fucking fine. So it's just such a non-issue. It's such a non-issue. But I think that's kind of it. I've done so much yapping that my throat's starting to get sore. Video's probably super uninteresting for anyone who's not an OG Schnorple fan. But for all you out there, Daddy's back. I'm back on the saddle again. And I'll probably do some more TF2 videos at some point. I had a really, really good time just sitting here yapping away. It's nice to just sit and play a game, talk about what's on my mind without making dedicated little videos. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, maybe I'll revive an old project, you know? I might go back to thinking Pyro is fun, but probably not. Anyways, I think that's kind of about it. So, see ya!
Don't go just yet. The funnies are just beginning.